Okay, welcome to tennis this week. A lot has happened in the last week, so let's break it down for you. Alcaraz gave us all the scare when he fell over in Tokyo. We all thought we were having a repeat of what happened last year in Rio. Team World won the Laver Cup somehow, and the tournament is continuing to lose money, which Mr. Federer seemingly is just paying off. And Medvedev won a match and wait, really? Oh damn, that's actually really surprising. Is Prime Medvedev back? And yeah, Tsitsipas will be partaking in the Six King Slam. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how they came up with this one. Yeah. Anyway, there's much more coming up in the video, so let's get smashing. Okay, so let's start with Alcaraz's injury scare in Tokyo. And Alcaraz hasn't played before, so this was his debut match. But only 2 games in, he seemed to pull his ankle whilst trying to chase down a shot. Alcaraz quickly came down to the floor, and I was instantly getting flashback to what happened last year in Rio, where after only 2 points he played in that match, he rolled his ankle and injured himself, and he had to retire from that match. But back to Tokyo, things did not look good. He was constantly looking over his team, and he had a really concerned look on his face, almost as if he was going to retire. However, if he was going to retire from this match, it would really not be good for his current rankings, as last year he won Beijing, which takes place at the same time as Tokyo, so he has 500 ATP points to defend, and losing in the first round would mean he'd lose all of them, and that would put Mr. Sinner within 250 points of world number 1, so retiring from this match would be a huge deal. Luckily though, in this case, Alcaraz was given a medical timeout and a quick rain shower, so play stopped for around 30 minutes. However, when Alcaraz came back on the court, his ankle was strapped up with tape, and he got moving again very confidently, and took out Sebastian Baez, a player who wouldn't really exist without clay tournaments. However, after that tournament, Alcaraz said that he was worried about his ankle, and he had to talk to his team about it. He said at the beginning it really did not feel good, and something he thought about retiring. But after he got going, he was able to find his confidence again. So that's some good news and a mini heartbreak for all the Alcaraz stans. And in the next news for today, Medvedev won a match.
Man, you better shut your up, okay?
I know. Stay calm. So in Hangzhou, Medvedev won his first match since July. I know, I actually had to search this up and make sure I wasn't lying. July. Yeah, anyways, in terms of stats, Medvedev was actually doing pretty well and won easily. Prime Medvedev returning?
Слушай, ты пидорас, блядь.
But no, he lost the next round to Wu in 3 sets. And honestly, I have no clue how Medvedev was in the top 5 last year. He was competing with the top, and now he's losing first or the second round in every major. Like, how does one do this? I actually don't get it. Anyhow, his ranking is now down to 20, which is actually crazy to think he's going to be outside the top 20 soon. So yeah, no Prime Medvedev, ever. Alright, I'm going to be honest, what the actual f*** is this shish, bro? Like, already I dislike this tournament because it's just a glorified exhibition match. They're giving out $1.5 million just to turn up, and an additional $4.5 million if you actually win it. And you'd think for an event with that big of a budget, they'd at least not use AI artwork, right? But anyhow, this all started because Jack Draper was going to originally be that 6th member, alongside some, other big names. But due to his wrist injury, he won't be playing for the rest of 2025. And so the event organisers were looking for another player who could fill his shoes. Let me think. Lefty? In the top 10? A big serve maybe? Ah yes. Why don't we get Ben Shelton? Yeah, sorry, he's injured as well. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I mean, there are still some great players in the top 10 who would love to play. You know what? I'm gonna pick. Tsitsipas. Yeah, so the number 27 in the world, they decided he'd be great. And yeah, after reading up about this, it says that they only picked him because he was a recognizable name. Like, what? I don't even know how you explain a recognizable name. There are so many other players which are basically just giving him $1.5 million for no reason. Because I don't see him beating anyone in this lineup. Yeah, no, I've seen people commenting, trying to predict how many service games will Tsitsipas actually be able to hold. So my prediction is 2 service games. And yes, the Laver Cup was on last week. And Team World was able to win. And to be honest, I did not see that coming. I mean, the lineup for each year in this event just gets increasingly worse. And at this point, Alcaraz was the only reason why you'd watch it. But even then, he was still on holiday for the entirety of that tournament. I mean, he lost to Taylor Fritz. Alcaraz just did not care. Although, I believe Agassi was a great coach and was a lot of fun to watch him hype the players up. Fonseca was still believing he was going to be the next big thing. But however, for more like the tournament, it's actually been losing money recently. So back in the day, this thing was making serious bank. 23 million in ticket sales, and it was making them around $4.7 million in profit. So that's all good. But fast forward and, things they're just not looking great. I mean, the last 2 editions was just straight up losses. In Vancouver in 2023, it dropped $2.4 million. And in 2024, they literally only balanced things out because, wait for this, non-tournament income. Basically saying that somebody had to bail them out. And honestly, I have no idea who it could be. Probably Mr. Federer himself. You know, the guy's still making in like 95 gazillion a year after retiring. But anyway, why is it bleeding cash now? It's because the ticket revenue tanked from 23.6 million down to 16.8 million. Merch has also gone down a significant amount, and so with expenses. And it's because of this whole new city every year thing. It's so expensive. You know, you need different stadiums, different logistics, higher costs. It's basically the Fire Festival of tennis, except it actually happened. And honestly, I think it shows how the event just still relies on Federer. Without him, the buzz dies, and so does the cash flow, which is kind of tragic because on paper, it looked like it was just going to be a really classy, permanent tennis showcase. Now it's kind of just like watching someone trying to keep a yacht afloat with a Flex Seal or something. But anyway, I think the easy solution to this event would be like to add the ladies' side, reduce the team side, or split it in half. And if you add the top 10 female tennis players, I think that would add so much to the sport. But anyhow, I don't think they're going to listen to me. But yeah, that's basically it for the week.